on Ann Arbor's 107.1. It's a Tuesday, and that means we talk to our neighbors in business. The segment brought to you by our friends at Northstar Bank. I'm delighted to have back in the studio Dr. Michelle Forbes from Compassionate Care Animal Hospital. Thanks for getting through the ice and the rain this morning, Michelle.
Absolutely. Anything to be here, Martin.
Thanks for joining us. Tell us about Compassionate Care Animal Hospital. How long you have just such a passion for animals. Tell us about how your career, and this was such an interesting story, such a big career change for you, how you got into being a veterinarian.
It was. So when I was working for Ford, I was actually in Chicago, and I found a stray dog who was very sick. And in the process of taking care of him, I realized how much I loved caring for him. So I quit my job at Ford, went back to school, and became a vet. It was crazy.
Yeah,
everyone thought I was nuts. And it was the best decision of my life.
You see, you're following your passion, just talking about that.
Exactly. And the dog's name, a bunch of kids who I volunteered with named him Spirit for me. And it was just such an amazing foretelling of what he was going to be, for my life. So it worked out great. And now, full circle, here we are. We have our animal hospital, and we also have our nonprofit organization in his legacy. So
tell us more about the nonprofit, please.
It's Spirit's Legacy Fund, and we created it because most of the doctors and staff at Compassionate Care Animal Hospital have a history with emergency medicine, and we're very experienced in having families come in distress with sick pets and not able to afford the medical care. In really emergent situations. This isn't just the preventative stuff. This is, the dog ate the sock, the cat ate a string, pancreatitis, things that are very emergent and very expensive. And they just don't have the funds to pay for it. And we don't want families to have to be separated from their pets, their family members, because of financial reasons. So we created Spirit's Legacy Fund to help in those situations.
Dr. Forbes, you wanted us to mention, too, that February is an important month.
It is.
For people and our pets.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah. It is Dental Health Month, and it is not exciting, but it is so important. So 70 to 80% of cats and dogs by 3 years old have periodontal disease, which is not just significant for the mouth and the bad breath, but it also affects organ function, can affect the kidneys and the heart. It is really, really important. So February, we were raising awareness about dental health, and at Compassionate Care Animal Hospital, we are offering a courtesy licensed technician exam with a pet to come in and assess your pet's mouth and do an oral exam in the exam room and you'll get a dental report card, talk about the significance of what your pet has going on in his or her mouth and what can be done for it.
We're talking to our neighbors in business, Dr. Michelle Forbes, veterinarian at Compassionate Care Animal Hospital. Give us your location and your hours and more information where people can get more information, Michelle.
Sure. It is 2200 South Main Street. It's in the Bushes Woodland Plaza. Yeah. We are online at www.ccahpetvet.com. We can also be reached at 436-0455, and we have amazing hours. We actually do sort of an urgent care where we're open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays.
Those are some great hours.
Yeah. Our clients love them.
Yeah. Again, the website, CCAH, the initials for Compassionate Care Animal Hospital, so ccahpetvet.com. I know you got to run because you got to do surgery in just a few minutes. So Dr. Michelle Forbes, one of our neighbors in business, brought to you by Northstar Bank, Compassionate Care Animal Hospital, and of course sponsor of our weekly 107.1 Pet of the Week segment on Thursdays with the Humane Society of Huron Valley. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Forbes.
Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Martin.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
You too, 107.1.